In this video, I'm going to show you how to do the subtractive method of modeling in Inventor. We're going to do the same blue puzzle piece, only instead of taking two parts and adding them together, we're going to start with one large cube that models this shape, and then we're going to cut out this little L part. We're going to subtract it away. Again, I'm going to find the Inventor icon on my desktop. You may already have this open from the last part. And I'm going to come up here and I'm going to say I want a new part. And it's taking a minute to load. Okay, so what I want to do when I start here, we need to start 2D sketch. And then I'm going to choose my plane. And I need to make a rectangle or a square actually. That is 2 times 0.75, and I'm going to tab, and 2 times 0.75. And I can scroll in and out to see what I'm doing here. Now I need to finish this sketch, and I want to extrude this. This time, bring that picture back up, I want to extrude. I have 1 block, 2 block, 3 blocks high. So we're going to extrude this 3 blocks. So in my distance, I'm going to say 3 times 0.75. You can type in if you know what that number is, but sometimes I make mistakes. And so now we have a block that represents all of the space, but we need to subtract out this L part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this little square in the corner. So I need to start a 2D sketch on this end. And I'm going to use, last time I used lines to help make the space. This time we're going to use a rectangle. If I come up here on the corner, when I'm exactly on the corner, it turns into a green dot. When I'm not, it's yellow. And so I'm going to click and drag. And I'm going to do 0.75. And tab, and I want this other side to be 0.75 as well. Thank you. So now I'm going to click Finish Sketch. Oh wait, nope, I want to go back into that sketch. So I finished the sketch, I need to get back. I'm going to come over here to my browser window, and I see Sketch 2 over here, and I'm going to double click. And that's how I can get back. I want to project geometry and project my cut edges so that all of these edges on the outside are yellow so that it will close my loop so I can cut away this side. And I'm going to finish my sketch now. Now I'm going to click Extrude. I know it seems like we want to build something, but what you need to learn about Extrude is you can also cut away. And I don't want to cut away all 3 layers of my cube, so I only want to do 2. So I changed my distance 2 times 0.75, and now I need to pick my profile, which is this L shape right here. I don't want to go this way. That would add it on and make my part even larger. So I'm going to choose to go the other direction. And Inventor recognizes that there's already a shape built there, and so I must want to cut it away. And notice it changed to now this little icon is highlighted. So this will cut that away, and I click OK. And now you have just made your blue piece using the subtractive method. We can still come up here to the default and choose the color that we want to be blue. And then you can save your part in the Puzzle Cube folder just as we did with the additive method. Now that was pretty easy, and some things are built more easily using the additive method, and some pieces are built more easily using subtractive method. And then I think you will find you have a favorite and you just tend to use one over the other. So let me show you where a little more complicated piece. Let's build this piece, this purple piece, using the subtractive method. So I'm going to come up here to my eye icon, and I'm going to say I want a new part. And it opens up part 2. So I have a new part. I want to start my 2D sketch. I'm going to choose my plane, the XY plane. And then if I'm looking at my purple part, I notice that I have 2 columns tall, or 2 puzzle piece blocks tall and 3 blocks wide. So I want to start by building a rectangle. I chose rectangle and came up here and set it. And I want to dimension this side to be 3 puzzle cubes wide. And I'm going to dimension this side to be 2 puzzle cubes tall. And here's my basic shape for my rectangle. I'm going to finish the sketch. Now I need to extrude it. I'm going to go back and look at that purple piece just to know that there's 2 layers of levels. So whenever I choose to extrude, I want to extrude this in an equal distance, 2 times 0.75. I can use my scroll button to zoom out so that I can see what's happening here. And then I'm going to choose OK. Now the first thing that I want to do when I look at this purple puzzle piece is I'm going to take away all of this area right here, and I'm just going to leave this one box sticking out. So I need to start a 2D sketch on this face of my block. And I'm going to project my cut edges because I need those. Then I'm going to make a rectangle down here in the corner and make that and type in 0.75, tab, 0.75, enter, and then there's the shape of that one square that we have. Now I want to finish my sketch, and I'm going to extrude to cut away this part, and I want it to be cut away, so I'm going to go the other way. I don't want it to cut all the way through. I only want it to go through 1 times 0.75, 1 layer. And then I click OK. Now we're starting to get the shape of our purple cube. Now I need to cut out this middle piece that's missing in that bottom layer. So I'm going to choose to start another sketch on this layer where I need that purple cube. And I want to project my cut edges. I want to make another rectangle, and I'm just going to guess, and notice if you hover it will line it up right here, but I want to show you something, so I'm going to just guess and make a square, and I'm going to type in 0.75 and tab and 0.75 and enter, and it will make my square the shape that I need. So far we've been using dimensions for the size of things. We've been using our dimensions to say what size we want our objects to be. We can also use dimensions to show location. So I'm going to click the edge of my part and then the edge of my square and say that I need that and pull it up towards the top here. And I'm choosing to make that distance, that location, 1 puzzle cube away, which is 0.75. So this dimension is a location dimension. This dimension is a size dimension. There's 2 ways we dimension, for location and for size. Now that I have this square where I want it, I'm going to finish my sketch. And then we need to extrude this square to cut it away so that I have that opening in the puzzle piece. And then I'm finished making the piece. Now I can go up to default and I can choose purple. If I scroll down to the P's where I don't see anything that says purple, and here's a little trick for you. There's a whole list of colors under smooth. So if you look under the S's, there's smooth, black, ash, dark green, off-white, and here I find purple and red. And now I've made my purple puzzle piece. I go up to the I and choose Save As, and make sure you're in the Puzzle Cube folder. And remember, you're saving your puzzle pieces as the color. So I'm going to type in purple. And that is using the subtractive method.